Good day, students. I will introduce myself. I am Frankil Gifas from BEd 1A as your discussants. Our topic for today is Common Characteristics of Plants and Animals Classification Science 6. With so many plants and animals around us, it is very difficult to study these organisms without assigning names to each kind or species and without sorting them into different groups. Which features should we use to identify those organisms in, in the sea like turtles, sharks, seahorse, and swordfish are in different groups? Rice, corn, and grasses could be grouped together. What structure are used to group or sort them together? In this lesson, let us find out how plants and animals are classified before we proceed to the discussion proper. For our learning objectives, at the end of the lessons, the students are able to evaluate the characteristics of plants and animals. Second, classify vertebrates and invertebrates based on their distinguishing features. Lastly, identify the characteristics of plants. We have getting knowledge what common characteristics of plants and animals, their classification, can easily define where they belong to habitats. Animals are multicellular organisms that are eukaryotic, meaning their cells have a nucleus. There is seven scientific classification we're dividing into groups. First, kingdom. Second, phylum or division. Third, class. Fourth, order. Fifth, family. Sixth, genus. And seventh, species. They are also heterotrophic, which means they are obtained their energy by consuming other organisms. Animals can be found in virtually every ecosystem on Earth, including lands, oceans, rivers, and even the air. And one way to classify animals by its body structure presence of backbones. Animals with backbones are referred to as vertebrates, and those without are invertebrates. Vertebrates have body and the skeleton are backbone. There are five major groups of vertebrates. First, mammals. Second, birds. Third, reptiles. Fourth, amphibians. Fifth, and fishes. Mammals. Birds. Reptiles. Amphibians. Fishes. Invertebrates are composed of several major phyla or groups. First, phalanges. Sessile attached to rock body structure loosely organized water. Cotyledons. Soft skin stony corals produce covering limestone. Flatworms. Skin, flat bodies, two body segments, water parasite inside the cow and pig. Roundworms. Skin and segment body, parasite soil. Segmented worms. Skin, segmented soft body, moist soil, and water. Mollusks. Some with hard shells, soft body, water, and land. Arthropods. Exoskeleton body divided into 2-3 segments with paired legs that vary in number, land, water, and air. Echinoderms. Exoskeleton may be spiny skeleton made of plates covered by skin. animals have evolved various adaptations to survive in their environments. These adaptations can include physical features such as camouflage, sharp claws, or specialized teeth, as well as behavioral traits like migration or hibernation. Many animals exhibit remarkable intelligence and problem-solving abilities. For example, dolphins are known for their complex and social structures and communication skills, while certain birds, species like crows and parrots, demonstrate exceptional problem-solving and tool-use capabilities. Animals communicate with each other in diverse ways. Some animals use vocalization such as song of birds or the calls of primates, with others rely on visual signals like the intricate dances of bees or the displays of colorful feathers in birds. Some animals even communicate through chemical signals by vibration. Unfortunately, many animal species are currently facing the threat of extinction due to habitat loss. Pollution, climate change, and other human activities. Learning about the endangered species and conservation efforts can raise awareness and promote action to protect these vulnerable creatures. This treatment of animals is an important ethical consideration. Many people advocate for animal rights and welfare, promoting responsible and compassionate treatments of animals in various contexts such as farming, research, and entertainment, so that we can still have peace and harmony, love nature, and love the environment.
I am the discussants number 2, which is entitled Two Classifications of Plants. But before that, let me introduce myself. I am Lizelle D. Samiliano. So the first classification of plants is vascular plants. So in vascular plants, these have tube-like structures involved in the transport of water to nutrients in the plant body. So when we say vascular plants, these are advanced plants with a transporting function that occur through xylem and phloem. The glucose produced during photosynthesis, gases, water, minerals, and nutrients are circulated throughout the plant. In short, vascular plants are eukaryotes. So there are groups in vascular plants. These are ferns and allies, gymnosperms, angiosperms, monocots, and angiosperms dicots. So in ferns and allies, the major characteristics of these are seedless, poor-bearing leaves in moist places, and tree trunks, reproduce sexually and asexually. So for example of these are three ferns: maidenhair, fern, horsetail, and club moss. So another one is gymnosperms. So in these major characteristics is the non-flowering, mostly with seeds, found icons, conifers with needles like leaves, grow in cool and dry places. So there are some examples of gymnosperms, which are the nettophyte, cycad, ginkgo, and conifers. So the third one in the group of vascular plants is angiosperms monocots. So in angiosperm monocots, the major characteristics of these are the true flowers, seed-bearing to cotyledon, parallel leaves, veins, flower plants in multiple of 3 vascular tissue scattered in the stem, fibrous roots. So there are some examples of angiosperms monocots. These are rice, corn, banana, coconut, onion, sugarcane, bamboo limos trees, limos grass, pineapple, and abaca. So the last one of the group is angiosperms dicots. So in angiosperms dicots, there are some major characteristics of this. These are the true flowers, seed bearing, 2 cotyledon, knitted leaves, veins, flower, parts in multiple of 5 vascular tissue arranged in a circle in the stem, taproot system. So there are also example of these. These are the kasoy, cinnamon, sunflower, daisy, marigold, hibiscus, mums, guava, mahogany, squash, mango, acacia, Gimelina, and ilang-ilang. So let's proceed to the second classifications of plants, which is the non-vascular plants. So in non-vascular plants have no developed transport parts. So this classification of plants that lack a vascular system, specifically the xylem and phloem, that transport nutrients and water to the plants. Some algae, including green algae, are considered non-vascular. So there are one group in non-vascular plants, which is the bryophytes. So in bryophytes, the major characteristics of these are the low-growing plants live in a moist place and lack well-developed roots, stems, and leaves, sexual and asexual reproduction. So for example of bryophytes are the mosses, leafworms, and hornworms. So that is the two classification of plants in our topic.
That's the end of our lessons for today, but always remember, the animals classification has 7 scientific classification. We're divided into groups. First, kingdom. Second, phylum or division. Third, class. Fourth, order. Fifth, family. Sixth, genus. 7, species. And one way to classify animals by its body structure presents of backbones. Animals with backbones are referred to vertebrates, and those without are invertebrates. And also classification, taxonomy is the science of identifying and naming organism. Plants, like animals, are placed in groups based on certain characteristics. Plants has 2 general groups. First, vascular, and second, non-vascular plants. Furthermore, scientific classification is a crucial tool in understanding the relationship between animals and plants. Animal classification is divided into 7 groups, including kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. Vertebrates which have backbones are classified animals with backbones, while vertebrates, including birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fishes, are others classified as animals. Animals can be categorized into herbivores, omnivores, and carnivores. Plants, like animals, are classified into vascular and non-vascular groups based on the characteristics such as flowers, spore bearing, habitat, and water requirements. Flowering plants can also be classified based on cotyledons, leaf venation, flower parts, vascular tissue arrangement, and root system type. Overall, scientific classification helps us better understand the class and classify animals and plants. That's all. I hope you understand our topic for today.